how is everybody doing out there? So, what I wanted to talk to you about this week, and I'm a little bit slow in getting the video up, is the idea that 2020 is an awful year or a terrible year. And this is something I'm hearing quite a lot. I see it quite a lot on the social networks. In my interactions with people, I hear an awful lot of people saying, oh my God, this is a terrible year. And one of the recent interactions I had with somebody was when they watched this famous presidential or non-presidential debate in the United States. And they got very emotional about it, and they were like, oh, well, it's just another thing to add on to this really awful year. And I was moved to interject and to say, well, what's so bad about the year? Really? Yeah, we've had COVID. There's a war down in the Caucasus, I think, happening. Somewhere down in the Russian states down there. There's a lot of people dying from this pandemic. There's an awful lot of people who think that there might not be a pandemic, that this might be all a way to have us all trapped and to obey and to be controlled. I don't subscribe to that myself, but that's okay. An awful lot of people have lost their jobs. Yeah. So there's an awful lot of stuff happening. That's true. I'm not denying that for a moment. And I wouldn't dare try and get you to think pink cloud thinking, that there isn't any problems. But here's the thing. How do all of those things affect you, and how do you let them affect you? I posted recently about the mobile phone and about how to get away from it sometimes, like don't take it to the bathroom, don't take it shopping. What is it that we do that we're so addicted to drama? And I'm going to say addicted, absolutely. We like the drama. We want to know what's happening. Now, it's not just in the United States. I don't live in the United States. I live in the south of France. People here love drama too. It's a running joke among us expats that the French people like to complain all the time about everything. I saw an article recently that explained it's just their way of making conversation. So basically, what am I getting at here? I understand that personally for people this can be a terrible year. You may have lost somebody, you may have had a terrible disease, you may have lost your job. But on the global scale of things, for you personally, is this year really any worse than any other year? There isn't a world war happening, for example. Some of you are still earning money and have jobs and family and a roof and shelter, while there are people on the planet who are truly suffering in the most extreme sense of that word. Now, I also understand that, each of us has our own problems and our own issues to deal with in our day. But why take in two old men on TV unable to have a proper adult debate as part of your problem? And, I can upscale it and say, yes, but politics is my concern and the nation is my concern. And actually, no, the nation is not my concern and politics is not my concern. My concern is me. How am I today? What am I doing right for me today? How am I loving myself today? And this has to be my focus. I cannot spend my time fantasizing about how awful stuff is around me, when that stuff around me is not touching me today, unless I allow it to. Sure, if I live in a country where there's a guy in charge who I don't trust and I don't like, I can feel something about that, absolutely. And yes, it can impact on my day-to-day life, yes. But it doesn't have to impact on my mood for today. It doesn't have to put me into the bed for the day because I'm incapable of seeing past it. Let me focus on something else. Let me watch something else, or let me watch nothing. I had an interesting event today. My internet cut out. There's a local area problem, so I don't know when this video will get posted, but I can tell you if I had internet, I wouldn't be posting this video. I'd be doing something else. I managed to clean my house. I managed to change my focus, and my focus was quite negative up until that point of view. I'm watching my time, and I really want to make sure I get my point across. Your day, when you get out of bed, until you go back to bed is what you make it. What you choose to focus on is what makes your day a good day or a bad day. If you count your blessings and your victories, you will see the goodness in your day. And if you count only the things that went wrong, you're pretty much headed for stress and depression. Same thing with your week, with your month, or with your year. If you're focusing on that which bothers you, which upsets you, which drives you nuts, then you will be upset and bothered and driven nuts. So you do have a choice. It doesn't have to be as bad a year as you're telling yourself it is. There are things you can do. Take a walk in nature, count your blessings, count your victories, and remember, it is only one day at a time. I don't know that I'll be alive tomorrow, or that anybody will ever even get to see this video. So be gentle with yourselves. Try not to over-dramatize what's going on the planet. Take it in so personally to yourself. Focus on your little bit of the street if you can. And move forward that way, and be an example to other people. Show them there is another way to focus on the day and on the goodness, on the simple tasks, getting up, making your bed, showering, eating, getting to work if there is no work, creating work, doing something for somebody else. Okay, I leave you with that thought. And as usual, down below, as they always say here on these YouTube channels, leave a comment, put a thumbs up, share it if you can. Take care. Thank you. Bye.